The first thing I often help people with when I start working with them is, or are their image or assumptions about passion, their preconceptions, because following your passion isn't all candy and rainbows. It has problems and you don't always know what's coming. So the first thing I would say is that following your passion doesn't mean that your life will be free from problems, because life is a mixed bag. There will always be challenges and there will always be areas in your life where things flow smoothly. So just because you're following your passion or following your interests, following what excites you, doesn't mean that there won't be challenges, because those challenges help you grow and they help you become more of who you are. And that sounds a bit strange, because it is truly about that. When we grow as people, we become more of ourselves, and the more we can just be ourselves, the more fulfilled we are, happier, and we can just relax and trust that life happens in the way it does. And that brings me to my second point, which is that you may not have clarity on where life is going. Even though you're following what excites you, you're doing your best, you may still be uncertain about the future. You may not have crystal clarity about what's coming or what's going to happen, because no one does. Even if you're not following your passion, you're still uncertain. And this is what I've noticed in my life. So it's about learning to be okay with that uncertainty and learning to trust yourself that you have an inner navigational system that guides you through life, through you resonating with things feeling magnetic, and you following your interests. That's like life telling you, okay, come over here, look at this, and go over there. That looks interesting. And simply noticing that and having fun with it. And the third thing is that when you're following your passion, you have to learn how to trust yourself and how to deal with your fears, your anxieties, and your thoughts. And I talk a lot about how to do this in my other videos, because what it comes down to is learning to watch your thoughts, to be aware of them, and to be aware of the story they're telling you, because your thoughts are always weaving together a story that can pull you in or suck you into their world, so you can start worrying about things and being afraid of what will happen and what's going on. So I wanted to make this video about the truths about following your passion that I've discovered, but also the common misconceptions that I see in the people I work with and in my readers and viewers. And you may not fall into all of these, all of the misconceptions I've talked about, but even if one sparks something in you, then my mission has been accomplished. So just because you follow your passion doesn't mean you'll be free from problems, and you may not know where you're going, you may not know where life is heading, and that's part of the excitement. You don't know, and that's why it's so interesting, because there can be a plot twist in your story, and it can surprise you, and it can be delightful or it can be scary. It depends on what perspective you take. And then to learn to trust that you can navigate life, and you know, your body kind of knows where you're going when you trust yourself. And it takes time to learn to trust yourself. You need to experiment and to discover how your navigational system works, and then learn to deal with your fears, to welcome your fears, to surrender to them, because when you don't resist your fears, they're not so bad. So those are the 3 things I wanted to mention. If you like this video, like, subscribe, visit my website for more articles, how to work with me and all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you soon.